Hi there, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Decided to do this video rather atypically, right? In a setting that is somewhat mundane, right? I'm on my morning run. And why? Because I feel that Valentine's Day is just like every other day, truthfully. It is, in its true, real sense, right? Not in the superficial, societal sense of how it's viewed. In the truest sense, being about love, right? That celebration occurs every day, right? Every day is a celebration of our existence as souls, as light, as love. And so, you know, if you're feeling, I don't feel the love, right? I don't feel the love. I feel like I need the love. I feel like I must search for the love. I must find the love, right? Where is the love? If you find yourself asking yourself that, right? Go within yourself. Connect to yourself in that space of stillness, because that is the only place you will find it. The only place. True love exists within yourself. It's the unison, the unity, the relationship between your soul self and your human perception, awareness, and existence. Once you can merge those two parallels, and find peace there, that's where you will feel the boundless love, the most true and authentic form of it that exists. And true love is that. It is boundless. It is abundant, right? And true love, I believe, even between two people, is just the recognition and the reflection of the love that those two people are within and of themselves, right? I don't believe that love can be given. I don't believe that love can be taken. I don't believe that love is tangible. I don't believe it's conditional, right? True love and true fulfillment and satisfaction of the soul is realizing the soul in and of itself, acknowledging it, acknowledging that it is love and light, that you are love and light, and that we are here to appreciate that space within each one of us, right? And I believe that that's really what forms, right, a true and authentic, healthy, positive, and empowering relationship. One that in which both people, right, recognize the other person's soul path, right? Recognizes that that person is already love. They don't need me to validate them. I don't need to validate, right, them. I don't need to make them feel love. I just appreciate them. I appreciate their path. And I want to support that, and I want to encourage that, and I want to empower that. And vice versa, right? Both people. So I believe that if you're looking for a relationship, right? You're looking for that soulmate. You're looking for the one, quote unquote. First, connect with this one, right? With the one that you have inside, with the one that you are, with the one that you were born as a soul, right? And the one that you will leave as a soul. Everything here in life, in the interim, in the interval, right? This chapter of life, are merely experiences, right? That enable us to achieve that soul growth, right? So the experiences of relationships, whatever they may be, friends, anything, right? These are all circumstances that allow us to achieve that soul growth, right? Ultimate soul satisfaction, which again, it moves so far and beyond Valentine's Day, right? You're not living for Valentine's Day, right? It's not the love of Valentine's Day where you're like, oh, I'm happy now, right? So it's really, it's about finding yourself, first and foremost, finding yourself, finding your truth, connecting with that in a super solid way. And then it's about finding, right, or just being open and receptive to, which I believe you will be at that stage once you're solid within yourself, right? Then you're just open. You're no longer searching, you're open. You're open to see what comes, right? And you're accepting. And you're appreciative. And more importantly, you can recognize, right, what truly vibrates with you positively, what truly supports your best and most authentic you, what supports your truth as a soul, right? But you have to find that first. You have to find that within yourself. Who am I? What's my truth? What's authentic to me, right? Within me, within myself. Before anybody tries to come in and give that to me, right? I want to find it for myself, and I want to be the one, right, who provides that unconditional love and support, that unity, that bond of the two halves of myself that make me who I am on this soul journey. So I believe that, right, once you enter that space of unconditional love and fulfillment within yourself, then you can be open to recognizing, right, those who come into your life, who are attracted to that vibration that you are emitting and want to support it and want to just simply support it, right? Not validate it, right? Support it. I appreciate you. I support you. I love the love that you are. I appreciate the love that you are. And it's the people who tell you that who truly, right? Who truly, you know, are aligned with you and with your soul path, right? And it's those people who remind you that you already are love. That it's not externalized. It's the irony. It's the irony, right? So, on this day and on every day, remember that you are love. And you are light. You are harmony and vibration. And tune into that, right? Whenever you feel lack, right? Which is just another form of not being calibrated within yourself, right? So I hope that this was helpful in some way. It's a lesson I'm living through. It's a lesson I've learned. It's a lesson I've experienced, right? It's not easy. It's not easy. At the end of the day, we are human. We are human. We have these senses. We have the human senses, right? But it's zooming out and realizing that everything in this world is somewhat of an illusion. It's realizing that when we zoom out, right, we realize what all of this is about. All of this, why we're here, right? And then when you realize that, when you truly grasp that, then you're going to start seeing things differently, right? You start to recognize people that enter your life in a completely different way. Experiences that you experience. Everything then becomes a tool to grow on this journey as a soul, right? Which is boundless, transcendental. And you can achieve boundless growth in that way, all right? So thank you again, everyone, for tuning in. This was a topic that I was compelled to share. And I hope that it was of love and light to you all right? So I'll be proceeding with your readings now, and have a wonderful Valentine's Day as a celebration of the love you are and this reflective space that you share with others. Bye.
Hi there, Virgo. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for tuning in. This reading will pertain to the concept that I touched upon at the beginning of this video. Okay? That which regards the love space that you share in and of yourself with yourself, and that same love space that you acknowledge and appreciate in others. Okay, so wherever you are on that journey of achieving that ultimate soul satisfaction, the unity of those two halves of yourself, right? The spiritual side of us and the physical side of us, our physical existence. Wherever you are on that journey, this reading will speak to whatever it is that is helping you through that and contributing to the positive energy flow in achieving that unity with yourself and harmony with others, and what potential energetic blockages are hindering, right, that step of growth. Ultimate soul growth. I'm sensing for you, Virgo, this kyanite stone is speaking to me quite strongly. Okay, kyanite is the stone that speaks of communication, clear communication with others, right? Speaking our truth, speaking of the feelings, right, that we feel. Speaking up. And even the clarity of communication that goes on right inside of our own minds, right? It's that it's that self-talk, right? How do we talk to ourselves? Are we honest with ourselves in the way that we talk to ourselves, right? Is that space a loving space? Is that space an appreciative space? Am I loving myself? Am I appreciating my gifts and my talents, right? Am I at one with myself? Am I at peace with myself? Right? That is, as mentioned in the beginning of this video, that is the ultimate first step, right? Achieving that harmony within ourselves that sets the tone, right, for the harmony that we can then step into and create with others, right? So if you're feeling any um, sort of resistance, right, within yourself, right, really step into that space of open and honest communication, right? Am I speaking my truth? Am I saying what I truly feel to others and myself? Right? Am I appreciating the love that I am? Am I being honest with that? Right? That potential for love, that potential for the acknowledgement and the acceptance of love. Again, first within myself, and then with others, right? So I believe it's taking a step that's cognizant, truly cognizant and aware of the way the rapport that we have with ourselves, right? The self-talk, very important, the self-talk. And then, right, the communication, how we outwardly, right? Outwardly express that with others, how we engage with others, right? In that reflective space. Right? Am I expressing the love that I believe I already am, right? These want to come out. Okay. 8 of Pentacles upright, Father of Pentacles in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse. Okay. Now, Leo got a similar theme of needing to communicate, right? Needing to clarify, to speak of emotions, to speak of truth, right? In order to release, in order to detox, right? From the past. Working through, by way of communication, any energetic blockages that may be in our way, right? Hindering us as we move forward in our truth, in our soul growth, towards achieving ultimate, authentic soul satisfaction and fulfillment. Now, you have the 8 of Pentacles as the first card that pops out. And Virgo, you are an earth sign, right? Both of these two cards are very earthly, of course, right? Father of Pentacles, earth. 8 of Pentacles, earth. And the Father of Pentacles being the sort of ultimate embodiment of that earth element. It's like, kind of like, right? Like, it's the card that speaks to the manifestation of the earth element that's reached its ultimate expression, its ultimate capacity, right? So it's very strong earth energy, very strong, and it's right in the middle. And it's in reverse, right beneath this kyanite stone. And in a way, it's like the Father of Pentacles is looking up at the kyanite stone. Almost like at the mercy of it, of this need to speak the truth in some shape or form. This can represent you, the Father of Pentacles, right, being more of a sort of archetype of a person rather than simply the utilization of that earth energy. Of course, use your own intuition. Absolutely, always, right? Think in terms of how you feel, right, about this. But this could be either you or another person in your midst. If it is another person, but I'm really feeling it's you. I'm really, really, really feeling it's you, Virgo. Very much so. I'm feeling this is you, but take it. Take it as it comes to you. The Eight of Pentacles speaks to, and if you look at this card, you'll get the sense for it, right? Being so consumed, so enraptured, right? And enveloped within an environment, right? In which we feel responsible, obligated to, right? An environment that we feel somewhat trapped in some shape or form, right? And it can be an actual physical structure, or it can be more figurative, right? It can speak to a family, a network, a group of people, a career, a job, right? Any sort of situation to which we feel somewhat bound, somewhat obligated to carry out, to perform, right, within this environment. Like you can't just, the spider being the very mantelpiece almost of this card, can't just step out of the web, right? He or she or they are really in a way central, absolutely central. Like they're holding it up. They are like, they are in charge in some shape or form. And it's interesting because you have the Eight of Pentacles speaking to a very in charge sort of energy, right? One that is very much concerned with responsibility, very much concerned with, the earth element, intense focus and commitment to work, to finances, to career, right? Holding up the fort of something in some shape or form that regards our long-term sense of stability and security, right? Something that extends far into the future. Now, and right by it, you have the Father of Pentacles. So if we have two cards, right, speaking to, again, Earth, and two cards that speak to this reliance in a way on, as it seems to be, you, right? Maybe you feel very much like there's a spotlight, like there is, I'm feeling like even perhaps within a family structure, right? You feel very much obligated or responsible to participate in a certain situation. Or you may be responsible for, right? Financially perhaps, upholding this structure, right? Again, can be really anything, okay? But just simply that which regards our long-term, right, contributions. And ultimately rewards reaped from that effort and hard work, which we're very much seeing in the Eight of Pentacles. This is hard work, relentless, keeping so focused on building this web. So now I'm sensing a lot of pressure, Virgo, also. I'm sensing a lot of pressure, right? On one hand, you have this card, right? A feeling like you need to perform, like people are waiting for you. You are sort of in charge, right, of the situation that you need to deliver. There's a sense of you feel like you don't have enough time, right? Almost. It's like you have to get it done. You have to do it. There's no time to look around and wait. And You're focused, right, on your responsibility in some shape or form. And the Father of Pentacles, though, is kind of like it's sort of like a zoomed out version. As I'm feeling it here for you in the spread, it's a zoomed out version of who is this spider, right? I'm kind of getting like this feeling, like it's sort of like a celebrity, right? Who's seen in the media or seen in the movies, and you witness them, you observe them from far away, or right, from the TV or the computer, and it's like you just see them, right, from that perspective, until like they do the interview, right? And this is sort of like the interview, like this is the identity, in a way, the true identity of this spider, who we see usually just doing what it's doing in its environment. But when we pull out, right, and we zoom out, or rather we zoom in to this spider, who is this spider, right? What is this spider doing, right? How does a spider feel, right? How do you really feel within your environment, within what you're doing, right? And so the Father of Pentacles, I'm sensing, right, is that perception that you feel you take on, that perception, that self-perception, right, that you feel responsible for, right? Absolutely. And perhaps overloaded in some way, in your efforts to uphold, right, and maintain this web in some shape or form. And so I'm sensing there's a need to release, there's a need to communicate, right? There's a need to communicate in a direct way, in a clear way, in a concise way, how you truly feel. And you have the Father of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the High Priestess in reverse, right next to each other. Two very people-like cards. Speaking to the High Priestess, speaking to absolutely a transformative energy, okay, that I'm sensing will be enabled, will be tapped into and harnessed once this communication is spoken, right? I'm getting the feeling of, like, it's like that person who is always seen as sort of the one who holds their composure in some shape or form, is highly responsible, is right, doesn't complain type, right? Does what they need to do, does it, gets it done, right? And puts on a sort of smile, so to speak, for everyone, right? Again, does not complain. But then they go home and they just break down, right? And that's kind of what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like it's a boiling point. It's reached a capacity of some sort, right? There's so much strong sort of restricted energy here, right? Where it's, in a way, right, restriction to environment, to obligation, to responsibility, and restriction in the sense of, this is my persona, right? This is who I see myself as. This is who I have to sort of be, right, as you feel it. And then you have, off at the very right, the High Priestess. And look at this card. What does this card make you feel? What does it make you think? Right? I think that's really important. When tapping into this transformative energy, right? because it's so contrasting. The Father of Pentacles and the High Priestess, very contrasting. Both kind of like a purveyor of some sort, a purveyor of some sort of situation, in control, in command, but taking two very different approaches towards that stability, that sense of stability, right? And even place in the world, identity, self-identity. The High Priestess is in a way placeless, boundless, whereas the Father of Pentacles is bound in a way to this situation, right? The High Priestess is of the universe. I mean, look at the way that this tiger is just sitting on top of what looks like the world, right? Or some galaxy far, far away. In the stars, under the moon, right? There's no place to this High Priestess. But there's ultimate stability. There's ultimate peace, right? With self, within themselves. I think, Virgo, there's a certain aspect, right? Self-perception of yourself that you may be feeling you need to tap into, right? That you need to be honest with. You need to be honest with yourself about something, right? Is this how am I viewing myself? Who am I telling myself I need to be and I need to do and right, I'm responsible to and for? And is that really who I want to be? Who is my truth? Right? Or is it a costume that you want to just rip off? Is it something that you just feel like I can't breathe in these clothes, right? Really think about that. Be super honest with yourself. Kyanite. Clarity, honesty, communication. Absolutely, Virgo. Tap into your truth. Tap into your intuition. And I believe great change and transformation will unfold from then, right? If something doesn't feel right to you, communicate about it. Be honest with yourself, and if you need to communicate with others, of course, always follow your intuition and inner guidance, right? But address the energetic blockages, okay? Address them. And I'm compelled to pull one more card, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And beneath that is the Devil in reverse. So as you can see, there are a lot of Earth cards. A lot of Earth cards popping up for you. Yes. And the Six of Pentacles in reverse, I see this as removing, right, ourselves from a situation that we do not feel aligns us with our true path, right? Because the Six of Pentacles typically speaks to that point, right? We plant our seeds, right? And we're ready to harvest, right? They're growing. It's a stage of growth. It's nearing a peak, right? Where the flowers or the fruit will just blossom. So when it's in reverse, it's like it's putting a pause, putting a halt in a way to that growth, that potential, right? The prolonged sort of contribution that we have to the situation, right? And beneath that, you have the reverse Devil. So I'm sensing there's a significant removal from an aspect that regards your career or a network of some sort that has really entangled you in some way, to which you've been very responsible for a long period of time and into the future as you saw it in the past or as you see it. And it can be also financial, absolutely. Yes, because also the devil in reverse, right? The devil upright usually speaks to the earth element, right? It does. It's actually Capricorn's card. And here, take a look at it. There's a pentacle right at the very center of this mountain goat's forehead. And it speaks, usually, of course, you have to gauge it in the context of every spread, right? Differently as the energy communicates itself. But it usually speaks to an over-dependence, an over-reliance, and over persistence and commitment to achieving, right, ultimate financial and career driven, or really anything else, right? Anything that we set our mind to and our sights on, that we tell ourselves, I want it, I have to have it, I'm gonna get it, right? It's that kind of persistence that is very much right? Very much of not only the Capricorn archetype, but also all of the earth signs, Taurus and Virgo. But there's a particular sort of approach, right, that is so obstinate, so sort of tunnel vision type, right? Where it's like, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get what I want, sort of energy, right? They're just being so focused on achieving what you need to achieve. Very similar to this energy here, right? And it speaks to being very much wrapped up in a career of some sort, that which regards what you feel, right, is going to lead you to your ultimate satisfaction or stability in terms of what is tangible to us. Okay, what will bring us that long-term stability once we achieve it, once we accumulate, right? So there's a rewiring, a reconfiguration of this mentality I'm sensing that you have towards whatever it is that you've been so consumed in and consumed with. I'm sensing you're slowly extracting yourself from these ways of doing things that you've been doing for quite some time, right? And it's this newfound identity and harmony, communication, honest communication with yourself, that, as you can see, will bring you absolute stability, right? In such a way that is unconditional, that is not tied to things, right? The devil speaks to materialism very, very often, very much so. So thank you so much, Virgo. I hope this reading was helpful for you. Have a beautiful Valentine's Day. Tap into that space, that honest space, right, that you have with yourself and with others. Okay? Say what you need to say, right? Really open yourself up to yourself. And I believe from that space you will find much greater breathing room, right? Much greater respiration of the soul, of the heart, of happiness, of your true happiness and fulfillment, right? So, Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in again. I will be back with your March. It's already, almost, right? Reaching the next month here. March reading this week. So tune in then. And I'll also be doing a last quarter moon reading as well. And that will kind of cover and assess the energies, right, as they move through this moon cycle, coming in from the full moon and trailing right into the new moon that we're approaching, okay? So you can get a feel for the cyclical energies that are taking place. It should be exciting and interesting. We'll see how that goes. And otherwise, absolutely, definitely check your rising, ascendant, or moon sign, as oftentimes those can provide even further insights into your situation. I know that I personally resonate a lot with my moon sign, sometimes even more than my sun, okay? So if you don't know your rising, ascendant, or moon sign, you can click the link below in the description box that I provide and enter in your details. Just make sure that your birth time is correct, even down to the minute, as that can sometimes change your ascendant, rising, sometimes even your moon. All right, so play around with it. It's kind of exciting and interesting to know yourself beyond just your sun sign, as there are a lot of factors that go into our energetic makeup, right? Thank you so much again, Virgo. Have a beautiful Valentine's Day. Enjoy it. And I will be back soon. All right, bye.